Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield ship video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a pretty interesting ship. This is the Dumas, so there's going to be slight spoilers ahead, as this is a ship that you can unlock doing Sam Coe's loyalty mission. So basically, this is where the spoilers are. So if you don't want to know about that quest, I'll try and keep it brief, but just you've been kind of warned. So when you're doing the quest, where you're trying to like gain Sam's like loyalty, eventually through the quest itself, you'll be tasked with boarding an enemy freighter called the Dumas this here, and you basically have to sneak on and steal something. You can take the ship. When you board the ship, it asks you to leave or kill all the crew. The only issue is if you kill all the crew, Sam gets a bit annoyed with you. So the ship you get in this quest can vary. There's like 4 or 5 different versions of the ship. This version I have is based on the Space Ox. It's kind of interesting. Some of the other variants you can get is the Carryall, the Caravan, and the Venture. This is probably one of the better ones. It's quite a cool looking ship, and it kind of fits the aesthetic of it being a freighter. So yeah, we'll go over the stats real quick. Sorry, there's a bit of a jump there. I had to sell the ship real quick. So stat-wise, it's got 420 fuel, which is very nice. It's got a hull of 1206, which is very, very good for a B-class vessel. And then it's got a cargo capacity of 2,300, which is coming primarily from those cargo containers, and then there's a couple of other ones underneath. It's got a B-class reactor of 35 power, which is really, really good. Considering this is, you can kind of do this quest somewhat early on, depending on... Sam's one of those characters where you just have to kind of hang around with him. So if you do end up doing this quest quite early on, I'm assuming this ship it's always going to have the same stats because, you know, there's no tiers of it. So it's pretty good. It's got a crew of 6, jump range 24 is not the best, not the worst. It's got a shield of 1,035, which is quite good. And then it's got 3 sets of weapons. It's got ballistic cannons, 2 turrets there mounted, 3 of them, 2 mounted on the side, 1 on the back. It's got 2 laser weapons mounted on those side little winglets there. And then it's got an EM weapon, 2 EM weapons mounted on the front. So all in all, it's a pretty solid ship if you do end up coming across it. Like I said, it's kind of rare. Because, well, it's not rare, I suppose, but like getting this variant's kind of tricky. Anyway, we're going to go and check it out. As always, you can actually buy this ship. I sell it beforehand so I can see the base stats. So here we are here. So as you can see, it's a pretty cool looking ship. Oh, they're both turreted weapons. Interesting. It's a really cool ship. It's got a really nice shape to it. It's got that Stroud-Eklund front piece, a lot of Hope Tech pieces inside for the habitat. You could definitely kind of turn this into like an armored freighter, which is what I'm going to be attempting to do. So entry through the back here. We've got the docking bay underneath. It's got those really big engines that I haven't really seen them in use on any vessels so far. Got Tayo entryway. Here we go. The interior is a bit of a maze. So immediately when you come in, you have a 1x1 companionway from Hope Tech with a docking port underneath. It's nice having both of these kind of here. Off to the left, we have another companionway. And then off to the right, we have another companionway. And if we head up here, we have another companionway. And then in here we have, I believe this is a 3x3. No, it's a 2x3 or 3x2, depending. Cargo haul from Hope Tech. Said this many times. It's a cool thing from a roleplay point of view, but from a gameplay point of view, it doesn't really do anything. I believe there's mods out on PC that basically give this actual storage, because that's kind of the one negative with these is if they gave you like a base storage increase of like 1,000 or 2,000 depending, be nice. But yeah, if gameplay point of view, you're better off with different pieces inside. Got nice little windows though, 2 on each side. Now, fun fact: when I was trying to steal this vessel, one of the enemies got glitched in the roof, and I had to use some of my magical powers. By magical powers, I mean this gun and several grenades to like kind of get them out of the way, which was kind of fun. But yeah, and more windows here on the other side. And then we come through here. We have the computer core. I believe this is a 3x3 core. As you can see, Hope Tech spare no expense with their ships. Must have got those launchers off of Facebook Marketplace. And then we've got it's quite cool, this Hope Tech variant. A lot of different kind of side rooms and stuff, and then you've got like the main area here with a little control panel. And then over here to the side, we have a brig / armory with some weaponry. Nothing here. It's probably one of the crappier armories in the game, just because it's not really an armory, it's a brig. Yeah, I just don't like the idea of having the weapons there. And then if we come this way, we have another companionway. And then we have the bridge itself. Ignore everyone else. Okay, Cora. Got the Stroud Eklund bridge. Very nice bridge. Got a good view there. We've got the pilot seat there. Co-pilot to the left, navigator to the right. And then we have 2 extra seats here for like your weapons officers or whatever. So we're going to take it off, see how she performs. I'm expecting good things from it, given that it is a decent reactor. So up we go. Engines are a bit fried. We're going to have to pause briefly and fix them. It's a really, really cool looking ship, though. I like the profile of it. Feels like a proper kind of freighter. Alright, here we are. The engine is fixed. As always, I have perks that increase my power by 5. So for this video, we're not going to be using that 5. So weapon-wise, the ballistics and lasers are turreted, and then the EMs are not. So we do a quick speed test. Okay, we got a speed of 140. That's kind of what you expect. Must be running B-class engines. Boost speed of... God, this is slow. Not too bad. Boost speed of 500, 480. A quick agility test. Pitching up. Oh, this is very slow. Okay. Yeah, this is like a 1. This is definitely a 1. And then the yaw. Yaw's not too bad. It's probably like a 2 or a 3. And then the roll. Oh, yeah, roll's pretty low. Okay, we're going to head down to the plant now and do a teardown. Alright, we have the vehicle into 3 sections. We'll start at the top here. The no habitat modules on the top of the vessel, so we will do the weapons. So we've got a pair of these Reza 10 PHC pulse laser turrets for Shinigami, B class, 1000 range, 5 fire rate, 30 shield damage, and 4 power. And they're mounted on some these Tayo equipment plates. And then behind them we have some KE-42 cannon turrets from Ballistic Solution Incorporated. B-Class, 1500 range, 2.5 fire rate, 45 hull damage, and 4 power. They are again mounted on the same. And then we've got one on the back here. And then for the fuel, we've got 2 of these 500T helium-3 tanks. Give 210 each, which are very nice. They're my favorite ones. We've got some of these Stormax 30 cargo hold from Dogstar, 210 cargo each. Now you can definitely upgrade these if you want to. You can effectively double the cargo capacity by swapping to these red ones, which is very nice. And then for the structural pieces, we've got a Hope Tech Pipe 4, 2 Hope Tech Pipe Mids A, a Stroud Mid Bracer, 2 of these Deimos Wing Cs. We have 3 Stroud Mid Bracers, 3 equipment plates, 2 of these little Nova thruster ports, 1 on each side. And then we've got more storage, 100 cm ballast cargo at the back. They give 210 each, and they're from Sexton Shield System. Now into the belly of the beast, we have Viking CP100 cockpit from Stroud Eklund, 200 cargo for crew station. Underneath that, we have 2 Supaku 600 GC suppressors from Shinigami, B class, 800 range, 1.25 fire rate, 55 electromagnetic damage, and 6 power each. Pretty power hungry. Behind that, we have the Hope Tech Companionway 1x1, Hope Tech Computer Core 2x2, Hope Tech Armory 2x1, and the Hope Tech Cargo Hold 2x3. And then we have another companionway here. And then we have the SGD 2300 Grav Drive from Slayton Aerospace, B class, 10 power, 30 jump thrust, which gives us 24 in the current configuration. Which I'm pretty sure we can get a better version of that. Grav Drive. Yeah, so we can get this 36 variant here. Gives us an extra 6, and it's twice as expensive. It would give us 29 jump range. And then we have the DC 303 fast ignition reactor from Deep Core, B class, 35 power. Again, we can definitely improve upon that if we go with the bad boy here. The 104DS mag inertial reactor gives us 39 power, and it gives us a lot more hull. The main difference, it's about the same price. Requires piloting 4 as opposed to 3 though. And if the engines, we pair these Amandon 31 engines from Amandon, or the Dun engines. B class, 3 max power, 17,670 engine thrust, and 3,600 maneuvering thrust. Now, I don't think they're the best of that class of engine. Okay, yeah, so we can... Oh, wait, no, they are the best. Never mind. And then for the landing gear, we've got 4 of these Hope Tech 55 landing gear. And then I believe that's it. So then the structural pieces. So we have 2 of these Stroud nose cap D. We have a port 4 and a starboard 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these equipment plates. We've got 4 porthole ports from Nova Galactic, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. And then we have the Hope Tech Cap A aft there. And then on the bottom of the vessel, we have Stroud Companionway 1x1, another Companionway 1x1, and another Companionway 1x1. And then we have a shipbed landing bay from Tayo. And then we have the 44T Defender shield generator from Dogstar, B class, 9 power, 1035 shield. Now we can definitely improve upon that shield. There's a couple of ways we can go with it. So if we want to go the normal route of being Vanguardy, we can put this bad boy on. Gives an extra 400 shield, 415 shield, at the cost of 3 extra power. A little bit more pricey, but doesn't require perks. Whereas if you don't want to go that route, you can get this bad boy here, the Warden SG400. 1 extra power, it gives an extra 90 shield, and it's about the same price, same requirements. Now for storage, we've got 2 of these Panoptes, the Gamma 1000 cargo holds, give 210 each, 4 of them there altogether. And then for the structural pieces, we have 4 of the, we have a single ACU Lander 11 from Stroud Eklund. And then we have a Stroud mid bracer, 2 more, so 3 altogether. We've got 2 of these engine braces from Stroud, a Hope Tech Pipe A, and a Hope Tech thruster. So we're going to put everything back together, and we're going to work on upgrading it. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to pull out the grav drive and pull out the reactor and swap them up. So we'll slap that bad boy in there. And then for grav drive, where are you? This bad boy here, perfect. Now for the weapons, we're going to remove all these turreted weapons for now because they're not the best. Now one thing I'm going to do, we're going to have to fly to a different location in a moment just to use the Nova Galactic pieces. Before we do that though, we're going to put a better shield on. Just going to use this, no, they're the C class, need a B class. Gonna put that there for the time being. And now we are going to jump to where we need to go. We'll be right back. All right, so we are back in the Hope Tech area. So I'm gonna really quickly take whoops. I'm gonna lift these pieces off briefly just because I want to get underneath. We've got a lot of the equipment plates on this version of the ship, which is very nice. And that's perfect, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this cargo hull because it is a hauler, but you know. So we're gonna keep a little 2x2 instead. No, come on, hello, please. Like so, perfect. And then we're gonna swap this armory out for the captain's quarters. And then we're gonna I kind of like the computer core. We'll keep the computer core for now. And we're going to add a living quarters. Now underneath what we're gonna do, so if you see here, we have this Hope Tech companionway. I'm gonna delete that. And we're going to basically put a workstation underneath because workstations are very handy. Workshop, I should say. And this will basically mean that with it being connected to the shipbed, landing bay, and the docker, we can basically get access to it whenever we need it, which is very nice. Now that's, let me see. You could potentially, I'm going to delete these actually, and we're going to see about adding, we can only do the whole tech engineering bay. Well, that's a bit of a letdown. Okay, we're going to put that back. And you know, that's pretty much it for that. Now we're going to grab all these pieces and slap that back on like so. Now we're going to get to work on upgrading the cargoes. So we're going to delete these. And we're going to go for the red ones. Like so. I'm going to potentially remove them. We're going to add a little bit more cargo. And we're going to move these. We're going to use these in a moment, but for the time being, I'm going to move this like so. And then what do we have up here? We have I'm going to put another 2x2 up here. Habitat module. We're going to do what should we do? So where did I put the captain's quarters? Is the captain's quarters here? We're going to change this to, ignore my dog that's walking past. I'm going to change this to an infirmary. Then we're going to put the captain's quarters up here. Like so. And we're going to change the color of them so they're the same color. Perfect. And then that's a lot of cargo. Now what we could do is we could kind of overkill it by adding more. Will we? Will we, won't we? Yeah, we will for the memes. So we're gonna remove these. We're gonna have a lot of cargo. Our mobility is pretty much shot. Don't worry about that. And then what we're going to do is we need to add some pieces back here. So we're gonna get some structural pieces. Like so. And we're just gonna put this bad boy back here. Perfect. Gonna slap one of the windows there, and we're gonna move the other window forward a little bit like so. And I'm actually going to hide this shield generator So I've done this many times before. So you just grab it, you just slap it in there like so, and then you bring this. Now it's not going to want to play ball. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to basically make a higher snap point. So the best way to do that is we're going to remove this briefly. We're just going to get a 1x1 habitat module because they snap the easiest, like so. Bring it up one more like that. And then you snap this one higher and then duplicate and then down it goes. Perfect. I'll put the fuel back in there like so. And then is there yellow variants of this actually? Let me check. I don't think there is. No, okay, cool. And then, right, so I'm going to put these forward like that. Oops. We're going to put this here. We're going to set up turreted weapons. So I'm going to go with 4 turreted weapons. What turret do we have? Do we have the ones I want? Yes, we do. Perfect. So we're going to go with 4 of these. These PBO 100 auto neutron turrets, B class, 3000 range, 5 fire rate, 16.79, and 3 power. So the reason I'm going with these ones is because they look kind of the best in terms of... They look the most kind of industrious, which kind of fits with the build. So we've got some decent defenses. It's always nice to see. And then we're gonna keep oh no. We're gonna put them turrets there. We're gonna remove these because they're kind of... What's floating? Oh, okay, these are floating. Let me put them in the middle there, just you know, for the memes. Now, for secondary weapons, we're gonna go with some of these neutron beams. We're gonna mount 2 of these here, like so. And then you could potentially mount 2 forward like that, but I feel like you don't need to. It's kind of overkill. 2 of them is more than enough. Like, this is meant to be a kind of like a hauler. Now, the engines we're going to need to improve. So we're going to see what engines we have available. We need something with more power. We need something more mobility. These bad boys are only... These give some... Let me see how these work. Okay, so with these 4... we get some max mobility. Now I'm going to kind of use some structural pieces to kind of connect them. Perfect. Perfect. And that gives us a mobility of 77. I'm up to 5,000 cargo. So I'm going to a little bit more... some structural pieces. A 5K. Gonna make this one yellow. And then let's see. Need one more bit of structure, or one more cargo, just because I want to get it up to 6,000. Yeah, we'll put that there like so. Perfect. There we go. And we've got that 70 mobility. Just gonna fiddle through the structural pieces. Sadly, Strat doesn't, or not Strat Deimos doesn't have a whole lot of structural pieces. No, not them there. Yeah, why not put a little thing there? It shouldn't mess with the oh, actually, yeah, we'll put that up there. Just kind of act as a little bit more cover for the fuel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me guys know what you think, and also let me know if you guys have done that quest line. Which version did you get? Because I know there's a couple of versions. I looked at the versions you can get, and this is kind of seems like the best version just because the Space Ox is a pretty nice ship. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, bye bye.